Hey there, everyone. Welcome to another edition of me doing stuff on stream. This is all part of the Veda, however you want to say it, deal with StreamYard through their community group. And tonight we're going to try again to do some work in Rhino, just to do a stand for the Stream Deck XL. Hey there, Eddie. Thanks for joining in again tonight. And Ryan's here. Mike. Okay, just for a little quick review, because we kind of got scuttled last time we tried this one. Can you guys hear the music this time? Is it too loud, too quiet? Let me know in the chat, please. Michael Cassell's here. How you doing? Thanks for stopping in. No, Vita. Not Vita. Vita. Video every day in April. It's a kind of a challenge thing they're doing. And it's basically kicking me in the butt and getting me to do more again, because I haven't done any streaming really in the last year. Anyway, tonight's project is kind of a practical plan. Take the Stream Deck XL, comes with a stand from the factory that only lets it stay at one angle. You can't change it. The smaller one, the 15 key one that I've got, comes with an adjustable stand. You can change it to an angle so you can see it better. Not this thing. Costs more and it's stuck. The cool thing they've done is that it's magnetic, which is kind of nice. So my goal is to build a stand that I can change the angle and the height of it and still use magnets to hold it in place, because I think that's a kind of cool feature. But you can see by all the little colored dots on here that I tried to scan it on the iScan. I tried to scan it with a couple of the different cameras, like iPhone scanners, including Ethan's one, but no luck. Black doesn't work well with scanners. Just that's all there is to it. It sucks all the light and doesn't reflect enough back to scan. So I gave up. I thought about painting it with white paint, but with my luck, it wouldn't come off. And so I decided to just build it from scratch. So what I've done is I took a picture of the bottom of it to see where the feet were, and did a test print, just stuck on my phone, of a piece to get the alignment for the feet. Switch back to made a template to make the places for the feet to go, and I've tested it and iterated it a few times and to get it so it was where I wanted it. And that's in here. That's the cyan colored lines. Yeah, white plastic dip. Then it would be nice and white forever. I do have tempera paint and I might still try it, but patience wasn't winning. If you remember tempera paint when you were a kid, it was great. You could paint anything, it was just, and it washed off. I thought that would be smart. Thing is the stuff I bought is like basically water. It doesn't stick very well to anything, so I'll still give it a shot, but it's not happening for a while. Plastic dip peels off of plastic. God knows what that is. What kind of plastic it is, but worth a shot. Can I order it on Amazon? Can you guys hear the music okay? Is it too loud or too quiet? The other night it was too loud, so I'm running it through the mixer this time, so I have audio control. Yeah, I thought about caulk spray, like chalk spray, like front sidewalks and stuff. I thought about that too. Thing is, a lot of that stuff is stupid expensive. Like if you want the stuff like you'd use on a sidewalk for kids to play with, you got to buy like a $40 set of it. I want it that bad. Tempera paint was like $5-6, I think. But I'll still try it. But for now, I'm just going to do it this way and get this done. After the failure of being able to stream this software the other night when everything went sideways, still going to blame Apple for that mess. Okay, good. Thanks. Yeah, it's Stream Beats playing in the background. Playing on an old iPad, just plugged straight into the mixer this time. I think that's the safest way. Anyways, I made a small test piece to test the fit onto the feet themselves. And the two little hockey puck shaped divots in there are where I'm going to put little tiny magnets. I bought magnets that are too good. They're just little tiny things, but they fit in there nice. And they jump right back together in a pile over there. We like the not overbearing music. There you go. We'll do the commercial endorsement same time. It is almost indie, isn't it? It's rectangular, sort of. Those corners would suck, though, man. Wouldn't want to go in there too fast. Especially if it was mud. Maybe they'll do that to make indie more interesting. There you go. That'll start a fight in this room with this crowd. So this blue rectangle is basically the height that I'd like it to be above the table to mount this thing on. Okay, we're not going to play this game again. All right, good. I'm looking around on the screen to find one more little shortcut. There it is, right in front of me. Made a spare copy in case I mess up. Indie Hunter. Yeah, high banks, and then they need super gravity so the dust doesn't fly up on the windshields. I'm still not sure how they're going to pull that off next year at Bristol, but yeah. I'm surprised how many people complain that Indianapolis, like the Brickyard race, is so boring. I don't get that. I never found it that bad, but I guess it's not a wreck fest usually, so they... Didn't somebody do the IndyCar in a tunnel thing? I thought somebody did a Mythbusters type show like that. Thought they did. Just need to freaking get out of the dirt. Well, you know more about that than I do. We only have one dirt track near here. and its opening has been delayed again by shutdowns. So yeah, Bristol did dirt a couple weeks ago. Try it. So what's everybody up to this evening? Plotting world takeover or plotting a picture with a pen in a printer? Mr. Buttram gets the award. Watching you, silly. Perfect. Can't guarantee this is going to be quality content, but this is their new version, and they moved the menus on me. I go to the top left for this, and it's not there. For now, let's just kind of pick a steeper angle. That'll work. I don't have a real set angle in mind yet. This is just working out the plan still at this point. Now there's a plot I could get behind. Did you watch his show tonight? I just caught the end of it. Got there just in time to lose the giveaway again. See the random shot of Joel's 8-color toaster thing. Let's take need all of that. What did you win from Thangs? Oh, well, that's cool. You'd think that would be pretty easy to give you a $50 Amazon code. They can just buy a Amazon card through the website, right? It's just a code. Hello there, MJ. How are you this evening? And Vince is here. Oh man, Vince, you're going to get so sick of me. I'm like spam this month. I'm doing a thing with through StreamYard's Facebook community group called Vita, video every day in April. And today is day 5, and I haven't missed one yet. So, and yes, you can win stuff for doing this every day, but my goal is just to kick my ass into gear and do more stuff, get some projects out of the way. Weeknights are kind of tough for projects unless I do like an hour here and there. I applaud things for their helping the community, and I hope that they can keep going and do well. I have some concerns, I guess, but oh, don't want that one. Really, it's off by half a millimeter. Right. I wouldn't be surprised. I think everybody sells your info these days. So I do my usual. I try to I try to search for things and download weird stuff just to mess up their algorithm. Gotta have some fun, right? The idea here is that the magnets will line up right in the same spot, the two of them. And part of the future plan might be to make this oval big enough so that I can flip it either way on the base. So if I make the base at a certain angle, I've had one person ask me to have it back tilt because when he stands, when he does his show and the desk is low, the angle's wrong. So he wants it to tilt actually backwards more. So it's just below flat backwards. And that might be the way to do it is make one angle and then if he wants it to back tilt, you can spin it. So that's why there's the extra ones there. Oh man, I better catch up here. I'm missing the social part. Yeah, it doesn't provide. Have they fixed their search yet? One day, about a week ago, I was trying to search for an object in there that I was pretty sure I'd seen there. And it didn't like that I capitalized the first letter. It couldn't find it. I'm like, come on, that's like search 101. Shit, they should have that figured out. Zimmy's here. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Where's your little icon anyway? And SB is here. Hey, SB, how are you tonight? All right. Seeing as this is just prototype number one, I'll just work on that for now. Let's just make it 45 degrees to make my life easy for now. Good. Good that you're doing good. Zimmy's staying up late. Oh, don't stay up too late, man. Get your sleep. Take care of yourself. Can I guess what kind of movies you're watching? Uh, Clifford the Lizard. How long does he get to rent that? Was I right? Was I right? Was I right? Was I right? Mm. This thing's gonna be really top heavy, isn't it? Hmm. Yep. Versus the big monkey. Fuzzy. What's he call it? Fuzzy Cheeks versus Clifford the Lizard. I think that's what he calls it. Uh, thought he would have learned Japanese by now. He's been watching Godzilla movies since he was like 5. Good parenting, huh? Clank. Oh, hairy cheeks. That was close. I'm afraid this isn't much more interesting than watching Kong versus Godzilla for the umpteenth time. But if it is, I'm glad to help out. All right. What's the best way to do this? I'm kind of wanting to do it with something like this. We're going to go out more, then around, and down. And if I print the thing, might as well try and make it look different. Keep it kind of straight out of there. That's all right. 1 billionth time. Could be worse. And then how can I do the front one? Yeah, you got to talk to the man that's in charge of the Saturday Night Maker stream. Does anybody want to jump in here tonight? Let me know. I'm gonna be on for probably another half, 3/4 of an hour. I gotta do some more work before I go to bed, so get out here and try with the music, make sure it's playing all right. Balance okay? If I push on it, yeah, it should be all right. Hi there, Letitia. Thanks for stopping in again. Tonight we've got music in the background, and I got the software to work that I was trying to use the other night, so we're a step ahead that way. And Red Light's here. How you doing? You don't have to work still tonight, do you? Living the dream so far. Surviving. That's all we can do these days. What? That's just not right, Ryan. All right. Let's try this. Still at work. I won't tell anybody. You're just watching streams while you're at work. Not that I don't do that during the day. Time for noise. All right, so if I'm gonna do this, let's simplify it a bit for now. All right, Zimmy. Have a good night. Rest well, and we'll see you another time. Thanks for stopping in. That's a good point. Yeah. And if you tell on yourself, then you have to discipline yourself, and that's a different movie. if I pull this down past there, there, be perfect. When this shape comes down, I'll be able to trim it off so it's flat, so it stands right. I put a base on it. Yeah, that'll work. That's interesting. It's not what's supposed to happen. That's better. Could be fun to print, isn't it? Oh well. It'll be interesting. Oh, forgot to stretch the bottom down. All right. So if we just take this curve again and we sweep that cross section along it, that works better. Let's make that a solid. We just cap the planar holes. Same on this one, cap the holes. And what are we for distance up here? Quite where I want to be. Luckily it's at 45 degrees, so I can trim it. Sort of. So if we want to cut those off, let's just make a big box. ortho so it moves horizontally. Oh, sorry, SB. I'm making a stand so I can take the Stream Deck, the bigger one, and angle it at a higher angle. And lower, it'll be adjustable at some point. I'll make an adjustable one. Right now, I need one that works. So it comes at that angle now, and I want it to be up higher, more like that. And I need it raised up so that it sits above the back edge of my keyboard so I can put it there and it'll be more useful than it is unplugged sitting off to the side now. Oh, so fancy. What? Only a few people get that. Design Spark. Doesn't ring a bell. Another free one. I'm starting to hear that FreeCAD is decent. Like, people are liking it. I like the fact that it starts with my second favorite F word, but I haven't tried it at all yet. I would really like to discipline myself enough to learn to use Blender, because it kind of bridges, organic and mechanical worlds for this kind of stuff. And their animation for quick titles and stuff would be all right, but I use DaVinci for that. Yes. We've got a few SolidWorks licenses they use at work. I find it to not quite think the way I do. And I know that's my fault because I don't think like they do, but same kind of way as AutoCAD's 3D was always just backwards to me. It never really clicked with me. Like, when I move something around, I want to just do that. I don't want to have to be inside and outside a circle, and if you happen to click a little bit to one side, it does something totally different. And I'd never been a great fan of Autodesk's products, mostly because they just kind of do like Google does and get you all hooked on it, and then like, okay, we're killing that product now, and you're like, thanks. So yeah, you got in for SolidWorks through the EAA membership. That's another one of those, when you build your world, your platform, whatever, on something that's free, at any time it can disappear. The people that made it free can charge for it, Fusion 360, or make it so complicated to get a free one and you have to keep recommitting and re-verifying. I don't know. And SolidWorks is a company that likes to make money. Their licenses are not cheap. So they didn't get to the place they are by being cheap. And the only reason AutoCAD costs what it does is because SolidWorks costs just that little bit more, usually. Yeah. Fusion 360 sucked everybody in with the, oh yeah, it's free and you can use it. And then about a year later, it was like, oh, by the way, now you've got to be a business, a startup, no less. And if you make a certain money, you have to disclose your financial records and stuff. And I was like, yeah, no. And I never found it that intuitive. I should, because it reminds me of old drawing on a drawing board with a pencil. that you draw everything, then extrude it, which is fine, but I just never quite got it, and I didn't use it enough. Because I've been using this, like Rhino, for like 20 years probably. I can't remember. I've been at the place I'm at now for 22 years, and I don't remember if I had Rhino before that or if it came shortly after I went there. I can't remember, but I'm kind of used to it now, and it hasn't got 10. It doesn't have parametrics or anything, so you can't adjust things later. This isn't like that. This is just a simple, solid thing, really. And if I had to pay for this, I wouldn't. That's for sure. But I might for a year until I converted everything. But all right, so let's take these. Oh, wait a minute. Wrong spot. Move it to the top of that. I'm just dragging around until I get close to where I want it for right now. Guess I could just offset it. Let's just do it by eye. Live on the edge. One thing I never noticed before until a few weeks, well, maybe a month or so ago, people were saying in StreamYard that when you go to click on a comment to highlight it, that it hides it. It does. It puts a opaque box sort of there with the show button to show it. But if you're like where Ryan's got 4 or 5 in a row here, if I'm trying to find the exact one, it'd be easier if I didn't have to guess which one it is when I got close. Yeah, good point. I think I'm going to start making little video clips of things that I think are a challenge and submitting that way for their stuff. So, to make it easier to explain. Okay, so we're already at the top on that one. Is this one the same? Nope. Okay, let's trim that off. Let's do a quick little Boolean subtract. And that did that. Now, if we need that again for this one, for this test run. A couple of worms, don't they? All right, and let's do a quick base. Let's mirror these. So we've got another set. It's got that feeling that something bad's going to happen. It's going to crash or something. Now we'll throw together a quick lopsided, kind of reminiscent of the singular logo, maybe. Just a quick base shape for this. Okay, let's start there, turn off that. there. Something like that. You knew I was going to make an orange layer sooner or later, right? The only reason I'm doing it this shape is just to save some plastic. All right. Just for fun, let's just mirror that in for scale purposes. I'll fix it later. There you go, do it that way. Okay, let's see how we're at. So that's going to be okay there. Gotta stretch it. Let's do another big box. Take both of those, cut off the bottom here, take both of those legs, cut off the bottom, get rid of that. Now I see how far I really have to go with these. Okay, so let's take that, break it apart, rid of that part. And now if we stretch this one, kind of encompass that. It doesn't have to go beyond it too far. That'll do for now. I think that should be okay. quite the shape I was going for, but this is just going to be a test print anyways. So we won't worry about it. Three millimeters is tons. And yeah, the feet are all. I guess I could even change that more, couldn't I? Could shorten it up even more. Typically do that. Explode it apart. Get rid of all of those. And let's take oh man. Mr. Chris Riley, how are you this evening? It's fine and glorious evening. How's that? How's things going? Thanks for stopping. You've been so busy. How's the project doing? What do you mean? Rhino runs on Windows 2. But my day job is I use a Mac. Somewhat just to anger others, but the main reason these days is because if they have a questionable email that they aren't sure about, they send it to me because it's less likely to cause trouble here. So there was one a while back where I almost said, "Oh, just delete it," and it was actually legit. It was just worded really shitty. So I take one for the team occasionally. Yeah, busy is the key word. Oh, that'll work. There's probably lots. It's not going anywhere. For the benefit of Chris and others that have arrived later, the project here is a base for the Stream Deck. The smaller versions, of course, come with an adjustable stand. The middle-sized one does at least comes with an adjustable stand. This one doesn't. You're stuck with this really nice magnetic base that sits at that angle, and that's it. And I want it to be taller, steeper angle, because I want to mount it behind my keyboard on the desk and have it high enough that I can still hit the buttons on it and angled up enough that I can see it right. So I tried to scan this course, black doesn't scan. I tried putting dots on it to try and let it trick it into at least giving me the dot positions, and I could literally connect the dots, and that didn't work. So I was one step short of painting it, and then I said, well, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to use the damn thing anyway, so I might as well just build a new one. Roy's here. Yes. Background music's lower. Hope it's acceptable tonight. I'm running it through the mixer now, so I have a analog control to tone it down. Unlike last night, where it wouldn't go. I couldn't go any quieter in Chrome in the browser. So now we're playing it on the YouTube Music app on an old iPad with a headphone jack into the mixer. Analog. Never let the machines win. See? Trying to keep the theme together. All right. Well, as slurpy and as that looks, does it look like a Jetsons thing? I don't know. All right. I think we're at the point where I can doesn't look right, does it? Oh, did I not move those? Oh, I didn't. That's okay. I can fix it. I can fix it. I have technology. Why are those in the wrong place? I didn't mirror that right. All right. It's okay. We can fix it. All right. Because that set of magnets are closer in that side, which is the top, is it not? That'd be pretty cool if I totally built it upside down. I will knock that on the floor. That'd be an expensive hit. Oh, I didn't do any of it. Man. The boss is not going to like this. Best way to do it. I need a buff of that. Roy, this is just the early version. I'll be doing I want to get so I can do a more adjustable one so that they're not locked to the side. Like, this is just for me. This is just the angle that I want. And it's just a test to see if I can, mostly so I can see if I can get the magnets to work right and how I can embed them properly. But we'll get there. We'll get you one. Don't worry. Maybe I'll send you one before I send Michael one. My whole base design just changed now too because I've moved all this. And well, that's right. This is the one that's off like a 0.5 millimeter. Line up better. I think that's it. If it's not, we'll find out. base is all not going to work now. I'll let you know when we get to it. It'll be a little while still. Most of the stuff just rolls around in my head for a couple of weeks till I get around to doing it, and this one keeps bouncing in and out of my brain, so. Okay, those are still lined up that way. So get rid of that. Sure, put it there. It doesn't matter where it goes. Wow, Bill's here too. Thanks for stopping in, sir. Everybody's up late tonight. This will put you to sleep for sure. Doing a stand for the I don't know. I think it's the C, but I'm not positive. I don't know, so. Okay, enjoy your leg exercises, Roy. Thanks for stopping. I hope you get good sleep. All right. Let's get rid of all of those. And we'll take those, mirror them. Keep my eyesight straight. It should work. Oh, sorry, Bill. Quick recap. It's this is just the test version of a stand for the bigger Stream Deck. Comes with this really nice magnetic clips into place base, but it's stuck at one angle. They don't give you the adjustable one like the one you've got that lets you adjust it, right? To any angle you want to make it easier to use, to fit what you want to do. This one's stuck. And I want mine to be behind my keyboard, which sits about this high at the back. So I lose like 2 rows of buttons. So I want to do 2 things. I want to raise it about 1.5 inches and change the angle to make it even steeper so that the base of it sits at 45 is my thing right now to try. And because of the magnets, it'll be fine. It'll still stay there. And I've got some little tiny magnets to build into the 3D print when I do it. So, and I tried to work on it last night, maybe. And the Mac update pooched some things. So it didn't go real well. I think that's the nicest way to summarize that. And I bet you know the guy that wants one of these when I get it done. So, because he wants his on a back angle. Because he wants it tilted down almost flat, and the base has a natural, like the unit has an angle to it. So he wants it the other way. So we'll see what we can do to help out. So I'm just messing around with it to see what I can come up with. Close enough for this round. This is just one of those test prints. Iteration 1. I'm sure there will be many. Yeah, I could have just made a flat base for it to set up, but, you know, why not make it more interesting? When I do the adjustable one, I've got a couple ideas I've been playing with for that so that it can tilt both ways from one spot. Now it was not going to be very sturdy at this point. So that's still back of the brain one. I could just make it square, but, you know, fun's that. Rather give it a little bit of slurp to it for this version anyway. The final ones probably won't be like this. And 10 years ago, I would have just made out of plywood. All right, that should work better, I hope, for tonight's project. Make it 3. Let's give it a little bit of beef to it. Should work. Yep. Yes, Bill. Yep. I do the 3D printing stuff. So do quite a few of the people in the room right now. And every time that comes up, there's nothing really cool nearby that you can say, yeah, like this. Because the coolest things I have around now are these. I had nothing to do with these, but phone stands. Some of the people will recognize this as the one made famous by Joel. And then, I can't remember, did he print his where you could see the infill like that? Or did somebody else do that later? The one on Prusa's website is just solid sides. They don't even mention it, but I just think it looks cooler when you do the hex mix on it. And I like using the multicolor variegated filament just because it turns out it looks nice, doesn't look plain. So, another one off the same roll. This is the filament that I hate. It's too bad Brian Vines isn't here. He'd be like, what? You can't use that stuff. You said you never would. It's Airy one, however you say it. But this stuff works. Their early filament was just garbage. I bought some of it. I'm not one to send things back, but boy, I really wanted to send that stuff back because it was terrible. And now the only reason I bought is because they tried the, oh, just buy a filament and we'll send you a code and then you get it for free. Do a nice review for us, you know, the scam. And I didn't. I said, no, I'll just buy my own, thanks. I should have taken the free shit because it was junk. It was all different diameters, jamming up everywhere. I tried it on, well, the Prius I've jammed on it a lot. And then I tried it on this at the time, the CR10, which is a little bit more forgiving for cheap filament because the tolerances in the pipeline just aren't there, but it didn't work either. So, and of course you give them feedback and they just didn't answer anymore. But yeah, I use that filament, that multicolor shiny stuff when I know I'm not going to paint it and I just want it to look okay. So coming up this month is airbrush time. I got all the stuff together. Had some of it for a couple of years, pieces of it, but I just got to decide where I'm going to do it. I don't want to be blowing paint all over the main floor of the house. So it'll be downstairs somewhere, but then I need a place where there's lights and cameras and all that. So I'm not sure what's going to happen yet. Debating that still, but it'll happen in the next couple of weeks. Before the end of the month, we'll be doing, well, before the 15th of the month, I'll be doing airbrushing because I want to do stuff on the 15th with it. So on somebody else's stream. So, all right, let's get this chopped up and get it ready to print tonight. All right, so we got 4 of those. Wait a minute. Let's save first. Not my first rodeo. And let's take all of these, that, copy, paste, and move a copy to one of my hidden layers in case I need to go back later, in case I mess it up. Because it has happened a couple of times. Boolean those together, so now it's all one object. And then we're going to go in. If I do these, let's live on the edge. So if we take that now and subtract that one, no, let's do it. Let's make it work. That one, take out. I got 2 of those. They look the same. And then take that and subtract 2 little hockey pucks to put the magnets in, which isn't the way they're going to finally go when I do this, but I thought you were asking me if I want to sell my S5. My S5 has never been very reliable. How's that? I bought it for a project. The project went south and it's in the printer penalty box. I got a few of those. Hockey pucks. I know he'd get somebody's attention. Thanks, Eddie. Thanks for playing along in the home game. So I got so many of these, but we'll go with that one for tonight and see if it was the right one. Llama's in too. Wow. How's it going, sir? It's not confusing. Not when you've used it for years. It's just like everything else. They all work the same. How was I smart enough to have all these things unlabeled? Lost connection to my camera. How did that happen? I didn't touch anything, honest. That's new. Neat. Technical issues. Hold on a second. Or my camera just pooched, one or the other. Oh, nice. My camera just went for... Ooh. How nice is that? And I don't even have any of the other ones here to try. Well, now you have the luck of not seeing me for the rest of the night. Huh. So you just get my little audio avatar now, which I don't have set up really cool. Well, we're almost done for this round anyways. Let's just go in and take all of those. Are they on a layer? Yeah, they are. There we go. So now we've got the, hope you can still hear me. Now we've got the nope, can't go that far. Oh, because they're, how are they still green? Okay, fine. Move it there for him. Let me turn that one off. Yeah, actually, I did try unplugging and plugging it back in. I actually did. I suspect that my camera, this is an old camera. This is a C910. Go ahead, try and find anything to fit that. I had to make my own bracket to hold it and everything. It's a, so yes, I did try that as a matter of fact, because that's what I do for my day job, is tell people to, have you tried turning it off and back on again? So I did try that, and it's plugged in through a USB converter that has one of the monitors on it, so I know it's still basically working. So we'll try it. I'm looking at the camera like it matters at all at this point. But anyway, we're almost good for tonight anyways. A little bit of tidying here. It really matters. Turn off the blue lighter. And there's our model for tonight. Look at it in different ways. It always takes a minute. I like that one. Reminds me of old pencil drawings. Okay, Night Llama, have a good one. Get some good sleep. Take care of yourself. All right, so let's export. Desktop. STL for 3D printing. Sure. Let's fire this up. I know, but they're kind of cool. It's just a test fit to see if I like the angle, and I gotta print some. Might as well make it look interesting. I don't think it'll fit on the minis. We'll find out. Oh, not quite. See, if I'd smart, I'd take that into account, wouldn't I? Oh well. It's okay. Tell it it's that. Yeah, I'm going to be brave and print without supports. What do I care? It's just a junker print anyway. It doesn't have to be pretty. 0.2 is good enough. Let's check what they've got here. And I've been noticing lately that everything needs to be a bit hotter. So let's do it at 225 and just to be safe, because I don't want to wake up to spaghetti, because you'll all be judging me. I don't see why there's layers to a skirt. It's just to prime it. Probably get by with 10%. Let's try it. I got to lose. Normally I do more perimeters, but this is just a test print, so let's save a little bit of, save a tree. How long does it say it's going to take? Drum roll, I'm going to say 12. Ooh, 11 and a half. That's a pretty good guess. I thought it was going to be more. Desktop. Sure. All right, I'll put that on a card and take it downstairs and fire it up, and by noon tomorrow it'll be done. Roughly. I'll post a picture to Twitter and Instagram when I'm done. I might as well use Instagram for this stuff. So anyway, got the music to work, so that was good. Maybe killed a camera. It's got a test base ready to try out. I'm gonna have to find a better way to put the magnets in, because they don't go in right, but that's the right place for them at least. So thanks for coming, everybody, and I'll be doing something tomorrow at some time. At least one day this week I want to do my stream at lunchtime. Not sure what I'm going to do. I'll pick something short that I can do. And we'll see you all next time. Thanks for visiting. Thanks for hanging around and for all your comments and such. And be safe, everybody. And remember, never let the machines win.